unbalanced or feeling unsafe, this is going to do the job. And even if you've got small branches, thick branches, large trunks to get through, this saw is going to do the job for you. Sean Pickford is our special guest, already doing a little trimming up high here. And no worries there, because this SunJoe is doing the job. I can tell you also that since we kicked this off, Sean, last night at midnight Eastern time, we've taken orders for over 42,000 of these. Nice to have you back, pal. Nice to see you. This is an amazing little bit of technology because, you know, for the longest time we have understood and used traditional chainsaws and felt kind of uncomfortable with them.
Right.
This is a way to feel comfortable and be able to reach things while always standing flat-footed on the ground.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about power, safety, and using the tool and knowing that have the confidence that you're stable in what you're doing. This will cut up to a branch or a log, 7.5 inches. Because of the 8-inch Oregon bar and chain, you can go ahead and look this guy up. It's one of the best ones you can find out there. 6.5 amp motor. That gives us the power to be able to cut through that log in one pass. Another great and unique feature that we have here, David, you're not going to find this on any other pole saw that you might see out there. The tilting feature. This allows you to be able to get into those tight spots and not cut the limb above or below the one you want to cut. And it goes from 0 to 30 degrees and anywhere in between.
Well, if you're looking at this item and saying, I've seen this before, well, there is good reason for that, because it was a Today's Special Value back in September.
Yes.
It sold out very, very early in the day, making room for us to be able to bring it back and have a command performance yet again. So it has been very, very popular this second time around. And if you already own it, we'd love to hear from you, because I know a lot of you have been using this and have been writing reviews on QVC.com. We'd love to hear your experience if you'd like to call us. Now, we do have colors to share with you. Let me head back here and tell you that we've got 4 great colors for you. And we've got this for you in green. And our green is shipping immediately. And I have it in platinum, also shipping immediately. But I have only 1,600 left in the platinum that can ship immediately, and then we'll go to an advanced order. My blue and my purple are both shipping out on March 27th. But if you want that purple, we started with 6,700. I have 2,400 left to go around that can ship out on March the 27th. And when that's gone, purple's going to come off the set. So let's remind you, this is $92.95, and it's 5 easy payments on your credit card. But how does the value stack up, Sean? Well, the value is extraordinary. If you went out to retail to try to put together our identical offer, the telescoping pole chainsaw, the 1-year extended warranty, and the protective safety goggles or glasses that we're also including, you would pay $189.89. We've got it for you today at only $92.95, 5 easy payments on your credit card. 2 colors are already into advanced orders. Yes. And I need to let you know that for the day now, we've taken orders for 43,000. That means in this show alone, Miss Erica, 400 already ordered in just in the first few minutes. So Sean, let's talk about how this works.
Okay, what you do is you plug this in when you get it at home. Any extension cord will work. You'll notice that the plug is on this end of where the saw is. Saw is all the way out here. This is the other end, 6.5 feet away. Okay. 2 safety features built into here. You have to press this little button and this button in order to be able to make the chainsaw part of it work. You need to have it like that so it's nice and safe when you're using it. The other great thing is that, all right, when you're using it, and you'll notice when I step over to the side here, David, that look how far away I am from where the chainsaw or the cutting part is. So when you hear that word chainsaw and you were intimidated before, you no longer have to be intimidated. Right. You're not close to it. I let gravity do the work here. I lay it against the branch. I push on a little, and I push 1 button, 2 buttons, and then we go ahead and cut. I can drop down to this level, press the button, go ahead and cut. I'm not pushing down, I'm not pulling on it, I'm not doing anything but pushing the buttons, let gravity do the work. That fast, you're through 3 pieces of wood.
Hey, let me tell you also that this is the kind of thing that come spring and summer, you're going to be wanting to clean all that underbrush out, maybe from lots of hedges and things or bushes over by the fence area around your home. Maybe you want to be able to get into the tree and take out those branches that were killed over the winter time when they were snapped off in maybe a really fierce winter storm where there was a lot of wind. This is the kind of situation that will allow you to have the benefits of a chainsaw, but
Right.
with all the safety that you really need to feel comfortable.
Well, and that's it. If you're not comfortable around the chainsaw, you can be comfortable around this. I extended it here. I went from the 6.5 feet out to 9 feet 3 inches. This allows me to go ahead and reach up, David, to almost 15 feet in the air. But the
And
great
if it's
thing
me,
is,
it's even farther.
well, yeah, if you're taller, it's even further. But notice, my feet are on the ground. I'm not on some flimsy ladder. I'm not doing a balancing act. It's 7.5 pounds, so I can hold this up here and go ahead and cut down the limbs that I want. I'm cutting them down. They're out in front of me. I'm nice and safe while I'm doing it. That's what this is all about.
Exactly. Now, Sean, I want you to give me a little lesson here because
Sure.
I've never used this before. The last time it was presented, I wasn't working, so I wasn't here that day. Okay.
It's actually very easy, David. What you're going to do is you're going to press it up against the log. So there's a little piece on the bottom there.
All right.
So if you go in a little further like this,
Right there.
you're pretty much ready to go now. So you have to press one button and the other and just let it go down on itself and you'll feel it cut.
Wow, check that out.
So if you can carve a turkey, you
I can do that.
you can cut the tree. I mean,
This is so easy.
Well,
wow, I've never used this before today.
well, think about it. You were intimidated when you heard the word chainsaw.
I've never been comfortable with a chainsaw,
Are
ever.
you intimidated now?
No, I feel very safe with this, and I love that I'm so far away from the blade.
That's what
But
it's
I've
all
still
about.
got great control. This
Yes.
is made really well, too. It's got a great heft to it.
Great heft, great balance to it. That allows you to cut things. That was my house last week. Had some limbs down in front of the driveway, couldn't get the car out. 5-degree temperature. I didn't have to worry about gas and oil and will it start, won't it start. I plugged it in, cut the tree down, and away we went.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to flip-flop 2 of these colors. Actually, you know what? They are propped in a way that I can't move them. Okay. So let me update you on colors and what we have remaining. Now, if you want the platinum or the green, these are the only 2 colors I can ship out immediately. In the platinum, I have 600 left that I can ship immediately, and then the platinum will go to an advanced order shipping out at the end of September, or end of March. Now, in the blue and the purple, advanced orders, March 27th, but the purple, I have fewer than 2,000 left, and when those are gone, we're going to take that off the set. Now, we're also going to give you the protective cover for the chainsaw blade, the protective glasses, everything that you need to get you started, and here's the value. If you were to go to retail to build this identical offer, you'd pay $189.89. We've got it today at only $92.95, 5 easy payments on your credit card of only $18.59. Think about how much money you would pay if you hired a landscaping crew or a tree service to come to your home and trim your trees back or trim your hedges back.
Yeah, it could be hundreds, could be thousands of dollars,
Depending
depending
on how much
what
work
you
you're
have.
having done, yeah.
So think about this. You get this one time, you use it once. How much money did you save in your own pocket? So maybe you can take your significant other out to dinner.
It's really, really smart. Now, I'll tell you also, we're very, very busy on our phone lines. Automated ordering, QVC.com. For the day now, we've taken orders for 44,000 ordered. Very, very busy. In the first 10 minutes of this show, 2,000 are gone. We are rocking the phone lines. Everybody's busy. Everyone's excited about the SunJoe. Let's welcome Sandra in Illinois. Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to have you with us today. And what do you think of the SunJoe? Do you own this or are you buying one today?
I own it, and I am 75 years of age.
Okay.
And my sister had a plum tree that was about 10 foot tall in her backyard, and it had died, and it was an eyesore, and she couldn't afford to have anybody come and cut the tree, so I started on the bottom limbs, brought those off, and went up the tree, and we brought the whole thing down to the ground.
How about that? And it was 10 feet tall.
Yes.
Wow. And would you say that you feel safe and secure when you're using the SunJoe?
I did.
Good.
Because of the extension, I was far enough away that should a limb fall where I didn't intend for it to fall, I was out of its way.
Well, and also we worry about with a regular chainsaw, we worry about kickback.
Yes.
And we worry about, kind of the whole thing kind of jerking back at us. This is something that gives us plenty of room to get out of the way if you feel like there's a problem. So
Right.
it really is perfect. Sandra, I'm so glad that you've been using this and enjoying it, and even more glad you could be a part of our show today.
Yeah, we were really excited about bringing that tree down.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
bet.
you were.
And you know what? When there is a problem on the property somewhere with some kind of tree or some bushes or thickets that you need to get through, this is just going to be a perfect way to get after it.
It sure was.
Good deal. Well, Sandra, stay tuned today. Stay warm, and thanks for the phone call. Okay.
All right, thank you, David.
Thank you, dear.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, what's next, sir?
Well, we're going to show them the difference. Behind you is the rickety ladder, okay?
Sure.
Nobody wants to have to climb on that, balance with one hand, and try and hold the saw in the other.
And try to hold an old handsaw like this, and then how are you going to make sure that everything's okay, you're getting the job done, and you're not falling off, right?
Well, and that's the thing. And even though we're on the driveway here where it's nice and flat, it's still rickety. But you can see, David, with that 9 feet 3 inches of extension that we have here when I have it all the way out, I can go up to 15 feet in the air. My feet are on the ground. I can cut the limbs away from the house. They're not banging on the shutters. They're not tearing up the gutter. They're not tearing up the roof. You can do the job yourself. You can be satisfied and you can be safe while you're using it.
You know what? We have some before and after, Sean, and I'd love for you to narrate what we're looking at
Okay,
here.
that's actually my backyard there. So the one in the front, the before, I didn't get in there to clean that out because there was poison ivy and stuff like that. So if I reached in there with my hands, I was going to have to make a trip to the drugstore and get all that funky stuff. With a pole saw, we actually had somebody come in and do this. We cleaned it up and we planted flowers there. So this summer, my backyard looked awesome, as opposed to the summer before, not so much.
Now, we also have some trees where there are some dead limbs that are kind of scattered in and amongst the nice, healthy green branches.
Right, and that 30-degree tilt feature allowed us to go in there and cut out just that dead spot that you see there in the tree, but leave the nice limbs that were mature and that weren't diseased where they were without damaging them.
Exactly. Now, we're going to show you the incredible reach of this SunJoe. So let's make our way over here and talk to you about what we're about to show you.
Well, what we're seeing here is that limb is 15 feet in the air. So even if I was to grab that ladder that you had back there and that handsaw,
Wouldn't come close to
I
it.
wouldn't come close to it. You'd almost have to be on the top step to even get a chance at it. You don't want to do that. So with this guy here, my feet are on the ground. You can see all I have to do is reach up. And the great thing is I can cut this limb. I can cut this limb. I can cut that limb. I can cut this limb. That's how precise it is. Yet, because it's only 7.9 pounds, I can hold it up here, cut what I want to cut. It falls down in front of me, and I'm safe and secure while I'm doing it.
You know what? And if you are looking for more proof positive that this is easy for everyone to use, we enlisted our buddy Jill Bauer this past fall to take this home and give it a try, and we actually caught her efforts on videotape. Here we go.
Hi everybody, I'm actually here today at my mom's house. This is her backyard, and she told me about these trees that have all these dead branches that are really low to the ground, and she was hoping that I could help clean them up. So when I found out our today's special value from SunJoe was this great electric pole saw that gave me great height and was easy to maneuver, I knew I had to bring it out here and put it to the test. Well, there you can see the SunJoe's pretty powerful and made it really easy for me to get up to some of those higher branches and cut them clean.
Well, thank you very much, Jill. And again, this is the kind of saw that everybody can feel comfortable using. And we've got an update for you on some colors now. In the Platinum, we have moved into advanced orders. Everything we could ship out today is gone. So now we're in advanced orders on the Platinum, and Platinum ships out on the 27th of March. I also have Blue, and Blue is advanced orders shipping out on the 27th. The only color that I can ship out immediately currently is green, and green will ship immediately if you'd like it. And then in the purple, started with 6,700. I have 1,500 that can ship out on March 27th, and when those 1,500 are gone, we're going to take this off the set. I want to remind you before we go to value again that we started the day, since last night, we've taken orders for 46,000. That brings us to how many in this hour? About 4,000 ordered just in the last 16 minutes. This hour is going to get very, very busy, and here is a big reason why. The value here is extraordinary. When you go to SunJoe.com to buy the telescoping pole chainsaw, the 1 year of extended warranty coverage, the protective safety glasses, you're paying a grand total of $189 and 89 cents. We've got it for you at $92.95 and 5 easy payments on your credit card of $18.59. Sean, I'm also remembering from my notes that the blue we did not have back in September. That's a new color today.
That is a new
right?
color today. You are correct.
So if you are looking to pick up that blue, that is a color you've never seen before, and we're thrilled that we could have it for you today. Now, what do you have to show us here?
Well, sometimes after you cut the limbs or after the storms, they fall down to the ground.
Right.
It's not just for cutting above your head or out straight in front of you. We're also going to show how you can cut when things are down at this level. What we want to compare it to is one of these guys, all right? This has work written all over it. First thing I do is I lean over like this, bad posture. Second thing you do is you end up grabbing the limb, so I put my hand right near the blade. I'm going to cut one of these and give up, all right, because it's just too much work.
Sure.
With the SunJoe, whole different story, because this is really simple and easy to do.
Okay.
First thing I do is I'm just going to rest it on the limb. Notice how far away I am from where the blade is. Just go ahead and push the 2 buttons, and we cut. I can go over here to a thicker one just to show you. And again, all I'm doing is resting it on the limb. I'm letting gravity do the work.
Look how thick these pieces are.
I don't have to push down. I'm not straining. You and I can have a conversation, all right? And over here, this is the big guy, all right? This is over 7 inches. So again, rest it on there. Let gravity do the work. Yeah, it takes a second, but you know what? It beats me trying to use that handsaw and cut it. So go ahead and let it do the job. And look, I mean, and just to show you, David, how precise that cut is, we only cut about 1.5 inches off there. Look how nice and clean that is. Look how nice and clean this is. That's the difference between having a tree that's diseased and one that's cut right and pruned right.
Absolutely. And of course, a well-pruned tree is one that will be healthier and keep coming back bigger and bolder and healthier every single year.
That's what you want.
Now, let's also remind you that we are very, very busy on our phone lines, automated ordering, QVC.com, and your QVC mobile app, all tremendous ways for you to place your order right now. I don't want you to miss out on this. We had this on the air as a Today's Special Value back in September. Sold out by, I want to say 1 in the afternoon?
Yes.
So this is a chance for us to bring it back again. And at this rate, I can't imagine that we're going to be here with this all day today, because we've already had so many ordered, and we're now down to limited quantities in a few of our colors. So please don't wait on this. Let's welcome John out in California. John, how are you, sir?
Very good, David. How are you today?
Doing very well. And Sean and I would love to know, what did you think of the SunJoe? Do you own this, or are you buying one today?
I'm buying one today. I like it for the safety features, the distance away from the blade.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that I have a partially paralyzed hand, so I can maneuver it, I think, with my other hands. And I'm going to use it to print some pine trees that have fallen down.
It's perfect for that. And I know you said you have a mobility issue with the one hand. You can use this right or left-handed. You can steady it with the other hand. And the great thing is you have QVC's 30-day policy of, if you don't love it, you can send it back. So you get to try it first to know if it's really going to work for you.
Yes, I think it will. I have a smaller one that's a smaller saw, but I'm scared of it.
Yeah,
and this one, with the distance between the blade and away from it, you have to bend over and everything. That's a good feature, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, John, we're thrilled that we had this for you today. And which color did you go with, buddy?
I went with purple. My wife and I are purple freaks.
Oh, good for you.
We buy everything from QVC in purple.
Very
nice. We
nice.
appreciate that, and glad that we had what you needed, and we'll get it out to you straight away. Okay, buddy?
Well, thank you, David. I have both your cookbooks, and I really enjoy them.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that more than you know, and hope you and your wife have a great rest of your weekend, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, pal.
Have a good day now.
You too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We're very busy on our phone lines. In fact, now for the day, we've taken over 47,000. That's 6,000 ordered just in the last 21 minutes, Sean.
Yeah.
Everybody is making this choice today, and why not? Because the value is extraordinary, and the safety is really, really great peace of mind.
That's the one thing that I really love about the way SunJoe does things. All right, it's all about power, but there's safety, and if there's not safety, then no one's going to use it.
Well, exactly.
Again, all I have to do is press it up against this limb. I push my 2 buttons. I let gravity do the work. You lay it on a limb, press it forward a little bit, and that fast you're cutting the limbs off and cleaning up your yard That easy.
Everybody is choosing their color. In fact, might be a good time to go back and review colors again real quickly
Okay.
before I go back to the phones, because we're super, super busy. So pardon me, Sean, just one second.
No problem.
Make my way back here and tell you that if you want the purple, we're now shipping this out on the 27th of March, and we have 1,400 left that can ship out on the 27th. And when these 1,400 in the purple are gone, this purple is going to come away. We won't be able to do any more purple for the rest of the day. Now, we do have green. Green is the only color that I can ship immediately. So if you want that green, I would be on the line for that now, because it's the only color I have left that can ship today. Now, blue is a brand new color today that we did not have when we did this back in September, and blue is now shipping out on the 27th of March, and it's starting to go very quickly. And then finally in the platinum. Platinum is shipping out on the 27th of March now. It's in advanced orders. If you are interested in our today's special value, this value is a big part of the reason why. If you were to go out to retail or to SunJoe.com to be able to buy this identical pack-up, you would pay nearly $190. We've got it at almost half that. That's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is.
$92 and change, and 5 easy payments on your credit card of $18.59. I do have a quick question.
Sure.
Is there any assembly when we get this home?
Great question. Yes, a little bit of assembly.
Okay.
We're going to give you that 7/16 wrench that comes in your box. What you're going to do is take this little piece off here. Under here's a nut. You take the nut off. You're going to put on the 8-inch bar and chain. This is very simple, very easy to do. You're going to match up what this looks like on the chain here with this here, so you put the chain on right. And you know what? If you forget about it when you get it at home, go to QVC.com. We give you a tutorial that gives you step-by-step. Within 5 minutes, you're going to put it together. The only thing you need to pick up, David, is a little bar and chain oil. That's going to go in here. We have a reservoir on the other side that shows you where you fill it up to. You can find that bar and chain oil in any local hardware store.
That's awesome. Now, 5 easy payments on your credit card. And let's go to our phones again, and we're going to welcome Elizabeth in Texas. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
Doing really well now, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine. It's
Good.
a little cold, but not as cold as y'all have.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. You are correct about that. Talk to us, Miss Elizabeth. What do you think of today's special value?
Well, I think it's fantastic, and my husband and I are retired, and that will help him trim the trees without having to climb up in a tree.
A whole lot safer.
You know what? I couldn't imagine anything more nerve-wracking than climbing up on a ladder in a tree with a traditional chainsaw. I would be like, oh no, I'm not doing this. I'll end up killing myself, falling off, cutting myself. I just can't do it. With this, you don't have to get on a ladder. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet and have the blade far enough away from you where you feel very, very safe.
Yes.
Oh, good.
On the chain, can you buy the chain anywhere?
Well, the chain comes with it, so you don't have to worry about that. If you use it for a long period of time and the chain starts to get a little dull, you can take it to any guy that sharpens chainsaw blades, all right, and they will do it for you. Now, I have a full-size chainsaw. When I take that to my guy to sharpen it, it costs me around $7. It'll probably be about the same where you are, but you don't have to buy a new one. If you do go to SunJoe.com, all right, and I'm sure QVC will have some too.
Yeah.
But they last a long, long time. This is an Oregon bar and chain. It's one of the best you can buy.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay?
I'm so glad that we had what you needed today, Elizabeth. And which color do we have for you, my dear?
In platinum.
Oh, you got the platinum. Very nice.
Very nice.
That'll be shipping out on the 27th of March, so just give us a few extra weeks and we'll get it out to you, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, David.
Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
now. We
Bye-bye.
are very, very busy, and I can tell you now that since midnight last night, for the day, we're closing in on 48,000 ordered, and that means probably almost 7,000 in this hour. Is that right? I beg your pardon, make that 8,000 in this hour. This is M46810, and why don't we reset and go back and kind of wrap it and bring it all together for what the offer is,
Okay.
what's included, and how it works.
Well, here's the 8-inch bar and chain that we talked about. 6.5 amp motor, which give us all the power we need to cut up to a log, 7.5 inches. All right, here's our tilt feature. I really like this because you can get into those tight spots from 0 to 30 degrees or anywhere in between. All you do is turn the wheel. This is where the telescoping part is. This little lever here opens up. We go from 6.5 feet to 9 feet 3 inches and anywhere in between to cut what we need. Down here on the handle, you'll notice it's nice and padded for your grip. I love the 2 safety features. Button here, button there. You gotta press both buttons in order to be able to make that chainsaw work. Here's your cord keeper, so it's nice and safe and doesn't come unplugged on you. And where you plug it in is 6.5 feet away from where the chainsaw blade is. That's the way it should be done.
Exactly.
They're not all made that way.
It's way up here away from me, so as I go to trim this, I feel very comfortable and confident. How about that?
But that's how easy it is. There's no intimidation.
And I love that you include the protective glasses because they're very important anytime you're dealing with a chainsaw.
Yeah, anytime you're
Because
working
it's
on...
spitting a lot of wood, and you
Yeah,
want to be careful about that.
That's it. Anytime you're working on a project, you should have your safety glasses on.
Absolutely. Now, 5 easy payments on your credit card of $18.59. We're going to head back over here.
Okay.
Just so we can show you again just some of the different ways you'll use this and how comfortable you'll be. You know, the winter has been tough, and it's not over yet. We've got another winter storm outside today. Exciting, I know. Yeah. Not a big fan of these winter storms, but I will tell you, at the end of this winter, you're gonna have a lot of cleanup to do. There's gonna be a lot of trees that are broken, limbs that have been, you know, bent back and broken and are shredded. This is gonna be a way to get in there and really clean up all those trees that need a really good pruning before springtime.
And you can do it in the cold. You can do it when it's 10 degrees out. You don't have to worry about gas and oil. You don't have to worry about will it start, won't it start. You plug it in, you go about doing what you need to do.
Without a doubt. Now, if I were to need to do some trimming in here with a traditional ladder and a saw, how comfortable would I be? Not very, because this is wobbly ladder, and then I've got this great big handsaw here. And I'm up off my center of gravity on a wobbly ladder and then trying to get some leverage so that I can do some sawing. Why would I want to run that risk of hurting myself, falling off the ladder, or cutting myself? This is something made so much easier with the SunJoe.
And this is it. I can go all the way up there, up to 15 feet in the air. My feet are nice and safe on the ground where they should be. I'm not struggling with this. It weighs 7.9 pounds. I can cut what I need to cut. It falls out of the way. I get it off the roof. I get it off the house. And you know what? You're not calling some contractor. You're not having a stranger in your yard or around your house.
And we've got colors for you. Now, if you want the platinum, like our last caller ordered, we are shipping this out now on the 27th of March. I have the blue for you, also shipping out on March 27th. This is a new color for us today and has been very popular in this hour. Green is the only color I can ship out immediately. All the other colors have moved into advanced order. Green I can still ship today. And then finally I have it for you in the purple. And this is shipping out on the 27th of March, but in the purple, out of the 6,700 we brought in, I have fewer than 1,200 in the advanced order. When those 1,200 in the purple are gone, we'll take purple off the set. Let's go out here and show the reach capacity. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do that. So, and you can see here, there's the before and afters. That was my property there on the before. It had poison ivy, it had all kinds of stuff in it that I didn't want to reach in and touch. So we got the SunJoe pole saw out, we cut all that away. We actually planted flowers there that you see behind the rocks, and it was very nice. Very easy to do. The next one that you're going to see, we used the telescoping pole, but we also angled it to get in there to just cut out those 2 dead branches. We left all the nice healthy ones around it because we were able to get in there and just cut those 2 down. So it didn't look too bad before, but that's dead stuff, and it's going to get onto the rest of the branches. You don't want that. We got rid of it. The tree's nice and healthy. Now, what we're going to show you here is the telescoping part. That tree branch that you see up there, that's 15 feet in the air.
Hello.
All right? I can't cut that with a handsaw. I'm not going to reach it. No ladder's going to get me there where I'm going to be safe. So all I do is undo the latch, push it out, extend the pole to 9 feet 3 inches. I go ahead and I reach up and I can say, okay, what about this guy here? What about this guy here?
Exactly.
Or I can cut this guy here. That's the great thing about it, because I can reach up there, 7.9 pounds. I can cut what I need to cut, leave the rest of the branches there, and be nice and safe while I'm doing it.
Well, we also wanted to give this SunJoe a try in our local area, so we enlisted our buddy Jill Bauer.
Yes, we did.
To take it out and give it a spin. Here's a little video report of what she had to say about it.
Hi everybody, I'm actually here today at my mom's house. This is her backyard, and she told me about these trees that have all these dead branches that are really low to the ground, and she was hoping that I could help clean them up. So when I found out our today's special value from SunJoe was this great electric pole saw that gave me great height and was easy to maneuver, I knew I had to bring it out here and put it to the test. Well, there you can see the SunJoe's pretty powerful and made it really easy for me to get up to some of those higher branches and cut them clean.
Well, we wanted to remind you everything you're going to get with our today's special value and also give you a color tour again. We're going to give you your protective cover for the blade as well as your safety glasses, and we've got great colors for you as well. So let's go through our color choices and remind you that if you want the purple, it's now shipping in advanced orders on the 27th of March, and out of the 6,700 we have in the purple, in advanced orders, we now have fewer than 1,000 left in the purple. When that's gone, we're going to take purple away. Now, the only color I can ship immediately is green. Green is still available for immediate shipment, so if you like the green, go ahead and grab that one. Blue is a color we did not have back in September when this was the today's special value. It's brand new today and already in advanced orders and already very popular in this hour. And finally, the platinum, also shipping out on the 27th of March. How good is this value? I'm glad you asked. If you went to SunJoe.com, you'd pay $189.89. We've got it for today and only while our supply lasts, and that story is rapidly changing every time we update you. So please grab your color and get yours locked in now at this great today's special value price of $92 and change, 5 easy payments on your credit card. Our phone lines continue to be very busy, so please help us in 3 ways. Use automated ordering at 1-800-345-1212. Place your order on QVC.com. And finally, if you have your QVC mobile app on your phone or your tablet, please place your order easily and securely through your QVC mobile app, and that will help us out on our phone lines immensely. We're going to show you what else is coming up on this busy Sunday, and when we come back, more of our today's special value. We are back with today's special value. Sean Pickford is our local DIY guy. Good to have you here, buddy.
Great to be here,
Nice to
David.
have you back. And
Thank you.
I need to let you know that I've got some impressive numbers to share with you. We have now taken 50,000
Wow.
orders for the day. And this is the second time this has been a today's special value. The first time it sold out by 1 in the afternoon.
Yes, it did.
And now at 3:35 East Coast time in the afternoon, we've already taken orders for 50,000. In this show alone, in the last 35 minutes, 10,000 ordered. So it is a big, big day, an extraordinary today's special value from our friends at SunJoe. So if people are just tuning in, Sean, or just coming in from shoveling snow, which I'm looking forward to when I get home today, we're going to invite everyone to take a look, and we're going to show you exactly what this is, how it works, and we'll go through colors. But first, tell us what this is.
Okay, it's a telescoping chainsaw. This is the 8-inch bar and chain from Oregon. It's one of the best that you can buy. 6.5 amp motor allows us to cut through a log that's 7.5 inches thick in one pass. This little device here, you loosen this guy up. This allows you to pivot the head up to 30 degrees. It allows you to get into cut in those tight spaces where you can cut the limb above or below this and not damage them. So it's really, really easy to use there. This little feature here allows you to telescope it from 6.5 feet up to 9 feet 3 inches and allows me to get 15 feet of reach, and my feet are firmly planted on the ground. There's a nice padded handle in here. This handle, or this piece here, David, is all made out of fiberglass.
Okay.
So it's lightweight, but it's really sturdy. Down here, this is where we have our safety switches. 1 button, 2 buttons. I can press this all day long, but until I press that little button there, the motor will not go. You'll notice we have a cord keeper here. It keeps it plugged in while you're using it so it doesn't accidentally come unplugged. And this is what I really love. 6.5 feet away from where the chainsaw is where you plug it in, not right next to where the blade is. They're
Right.
not all created that way.
Now, what we also have is a little videotape that takes us through all of our features on this today's special value. And Sean, if you would, sir, narrate for us.
Sure, what you're seeing here is cutting out in the yard, doing a little telescoping there with the pole. We're taking it out, going from that 6.5 feet up to 15 feet and cutting the limbs down. It also cuts in the underbrush, places where there's sticker bushes and poison ivy and all that kind of stuff. You need to tilt the head to get in there to cut specific limbs. You can do that with the multi-position head. It gives you the various cutting angles there. You only want that limb cut off, you can do it. The 8-inch Oregon bar and chain, one of the best you can buy. It'll cut one log up to 7.5 inches in diameter with one pass. If you have a larger log, it may take two, but you weren't doing it manually. And that 6.5 amp motor, David, allows you to do the work without breaking a sweat.
It's amazing. This has been so wildly popular, and now we're going to give you your color choices, but we are getting limited in a few of them. So if there's a particular color you have your cap set on, now's the time to lock it down. I want to make sure you get the color you need. Now, we've got it for you in the purple. I have fewer than 1,000 left to go around in the purple. These are advanced orders, shipping out on the 27th of March, and when those fewer than 1,000 left in the purple are gone, we're going to take this one off the set. It will no longer be available, and that'll be the end of the story for purple. Now, also advanced orders are blue and platinum, both of these shipping out on the 27th of March. The only color I have that can ship immediately is green. So if you are interested in the green, or the color really doesn't matter to you and you want this right away, go ahead and order that green. Everyone's been excited about this today, and as we mentioned as we came back from that break, over 50,000 ordered for the day. That's over 10,000 in this hour. I beg your pardon, 12,000 in this hour. And we've got a value story that really is driving the conversation. If you were to go to retail or SunJoe.com for the same identical pack-up, you'd pay nearly $190 for it. We've got it for today and today only, and only while our supply lasts, at $92.95. Then we're going to put it on Easy Pay, not 3, not 4, 5 easy payments on your credit card. So it works out beautifully for everyone to get this home in time for spring and summer cleanup. Because think about this, today is March 1st. 1 week from today, we turn our clocks forward. 1 week from today, we spring forward. And before you know it, I mean, God willing and the creek don't rise, we're going to have warm weather. And when it gets here, you're going to get out and get that yard all cleaned up and get ready for what we love, our wonderful outdoor time with our friends and family. Go ahead and get this tool now, tuck it away, and when you need it, it's at the ready. This is M46810. Let's welcome Kathy out in Arizona. Hello, Kathy.
Hi, David. Hi, Sean.
Hi, how are you?
Good to have you with us today. What did you think of our today's special value?
Well, I'm getting it for my husband. He's going to love it. It does a little bit of side work, landscaping.
Okay.
And out here, it's kind of year-round compared to you guys. But anyways, he will love it.
Yeah, it's going to be real easy for him to use, especially if he does a little side work there. He just plugs it into an extension cord, and he's ready to go.
Yes, indeed. And
Wonderful.
It's a great deal with all the added extras with it. That's really going to help out.
Well, we're glad that we had what you needed. Which color did you go for, Kathy?
He's going to have the platinum.
Very good.
So that will, color wasn't, too, you had such a good variety, kind of hard to pick, that he said get platinum, so that's what we'll get.
Good. That'll ship out on the 27th of March, and you'll have it in no time at all.
Yes. Greatly
That's wonderful.
appreciated.
I beg pardon?
I said greatly appreciated.
You are so
thank you.
welcome, and I hope you and your husband enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay?
And you too.
Thank you,
Stay
love.
warm.
All right, we'll
Okay.
try. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
So, 5 easy payments on your credit card, $18.59. And let's come over here and
Sure.
do a few demos over here, because we wanted to show you from very, very small to very, very large, the SunJoe can handle it.
Well, and that's it, because a lot of times when the limbs fall to the ground, you say, well, can I cut them still? Yes, that's the great thing about the SunJoe. All we're going to do is rest it on here. We're going to let gravity do the work. That fast we cut through one, go over to this guy here, line it up, and I don't have to push down. I just let the blade do the cutting for me. You can see that fast, that easy, right through the different size logs that we have here. That fast. The other great thing too, David, it's an auto oiling chain. So as I'm doing this, it's putting the bar and chain oil on it. That's what allows it to cut through faster, but also keep the blade nice and sharp for a long, long period of time, so you can cut multiple things through the season or year. And look at that. Nice, crisp and clean. That's a 7-inch log. We cut through that in a matter of seconds. And I didn't break a sweat.
Exactly, without any problem whatsoever. Let's go back to our phone lines. We're going to welcome Kathy in Illinois. Kathy, how are you today?
am great. David, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so exciting to talk to you. Hubby and I are watching you guys, and Sean, hi. And we ordered one for our son, who purchased a house, a big old house, has 18 trees.
Oh, my word. Okay.
And so they have their work cut out, and I think this is excellent. Oh, my gosh. All the features. Holy cow. Great. We're just so excited. Thank you.
Wonderful.
And for the price, too.
Excellent. Now, which color do we have for him?
Well, the green one.
Excellent. That can ship out right away.
Yeah, that's great. Looking forward to the spring, too, to cut those trees, you know.
I bet.
we all are.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get this out to you. Green is the only color that we can ship out immediately. Now everything else is into advanced orders. So I'm glad that you were able to get this for him, and I know it's going to make a big, big difference at that new home.
Yes, well, thank you, QVC, really. Thank
We
you.
appreciate you so much. Take care, Kathy.
You too, now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Be safe. This is M46810. Everybody is placing an order now. I can tell you for the day, we've taken orders for almost 51,000 for the day, and that's bringing us to over 12,000 in this hour. 12 or 13,000, I would imagine. So this is your opportunity to go ahead and make your purchase, but look how easy this is to use. There's lots of safety built in here too.
Well, that's the great thing. I'm 6.5 feet away from where I'm cutting off that limb. All I'm doing is let gravity do the work. It cuts through one, it cuts through the second one, and it'll cut through the third one here. Real fast, real easy, no stress, no strain on my part. You just rest it on the limb, you push this piece up against the limb, then it doesn't bounce up and down. You let the 8-inch bar and chain do its job. That 6.5 amp motor, David, goes through this stuff like it's butter.
Hey, I can tell you we've got a lot of folks in Illinois who are excited about the SunJoe. I've got another on the line. Trudy is joining us. Hey, Trudy, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, Trudy. What's going on in Illinois today? Cold and snowy?
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around today. So talk to us, Trudy. What do you think of the SunJoe?
Oh, I think it'll be great. My husband we have a battery-operated one.
Okay.
And the battery never stays charged, and the chain falls off, so I says, forget it. We ordered this one.
Well, perfect. Yeah, this one is so easy to work with. Also, you're able to plug this in, so you don't have to worry about any battery packs. It's just really simple to use.
Right. So I think my son will probably take it over.
I would imagine.
First time he
This is
uses
just so easy to use. Trudy, which color do we have for you today?
We got the green one.
Great. That one can ship out right away. Excellent, excellent. Well, Trudy, stay tuned. We've got 15 more minutes together in the hour, and we'll show you a few more features of your new SunJoe, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Trudy. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Now, I will tell you of my 4 colors, the one that I can ship out immediately is the green. And if the green doesn't, the color doesn't matter, do you?
No, they all work the same.
They all work exactly the same. Go ahead and get the green, because that way you'll get it immediately. So maybe you live in a warmer part of the country where you can go ahead and get out there and start using it, or you're in a part of the country like Boston where they've had so much snow, I have to believe there are lots of broken trees up there
I would think
that are going to
so.
need a lot of trimming. And that is, if you can get close to the tree. I understand they're having historic record snowfall in Boston this winter. So this is your opportunity for you to pick up the color that works best for you. Now, the 3 colors that are in advanced order shipping on the 27th of March are platinum, blue, and in the purple. In that purple, if you wanted that one, we started with 6,700. I have fewer than 800 left that can ship out on advanced order, and when those 800 are gone, this is going to come off the set. Green, as I mentioned, is the only color that can ship now. So if you want the blue, we started with 6,700 in the blue advanced order. 2,200 now remain, and then that will be gone. So everybody making a choice today and grabbing this before it's gone for the second time at today's special value. Now, where would you feel more comfortable? Let's say we had to get up off our center of gravity and trim some trees that had maybe, grown too close to the house. I could get out this rickety ladder and get out my handsaw, climb up on this, and then try to, while settling on this, try to do some sawing up here, or just telescope the SunJoe up and let it do its job.
And that's the great thing about it. I go from 6.5 feet to 9 feet 3 inches. When I reach up here, I get 15 feet in the air. I'm on the ground, I'm nice and safe. Whether it's my backyard, my driveway, wherever it may be, I can maneuver this around because it's only 7.9 pounds. It weighs less than a gallon of milk. So anybody can use this. All you do is plug it in. You're not mixing oil and gas. You don't have to be a scientist to know what the right mixture is or any of that kind of stuff. It's easy.
Now, before we go to our before and afters, let's go to the phones and welcome Trish in Ohio. Trish, how are you today?
Fine, David. How are you?
Doing very well. Sean and I would like to know, what did you hear or see that impressed you about today's special value?
I like how that saw extends because we have very high limbs on our trees.
Okay.
So it'd be a lot easier for my husband to trim them.
Well, we're going to show you just how high you're going to, he's going to be able to reach. We've got a really interesting demonstration to show you next, Trish, and we'll have you stay on the line while we show it to you so that everyone can get a really good understanding that even when you're a good distance away from those limbs, you can still feel very safe and secure. Now, we've got a camera way up high, and look how tall those limbs are. The SunJoe can reach right up there and trim whatever we need.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that super?
And it's nice and safe because my feet are on the ground where they should be. I'm not on that ladder like David said. So
exactly.
You get to try it out and see how easy it works for you.
We hope that you and your husband both enjoy this. And what color do we have for you, Trish?
The green ones.
Yeah, a lot of people grabbing that green one. It's the only one that can ship immediately now. And if the color is not all that important to you, then go ahead and get the green because then you'll have it. They all work exactly the same. Wonderful. Trish, we hope you have a great Sunday.
You too, David. You too, Sean. Thanks for talking to me.
It's a pleasure. Anytime, Trish. Come back and visit with us.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks,
Have
love.
a great day.
You too, sweetie. Bye-bye. This is 5 easy payments on your credit card of only $18.59. We're very, very busy. We're down to the final 9 minutes of the hour. Everyone is making their choice. Take a look at these before and afters as we make our way back over and just talk to you about the difference a SunJoe can make.
Well, there you see, it's not just about over the head. It's about reaching into places where you don't want to get, where maybe your loppers aren't going to work, where there's poison ivy, stuff like that. There may be critters you don't want to encounter. Go ahead, use the extension, reach in there, trim it up, make the back of your yard, front of your yard, wherever you need to clean up, look good. Now you can go ahead and plant flowers there. That after will look even better when you do that.
Exactly. And we've all got these trouble areas, or you've got a tree that ended up having some broken limbs during the wintertime, and come the spring, you have some really ugly brown dead branches in there.
You need to remove that because if you don't, a lot of times it will disease the other limbs, may break other limbs. Go ahead, use that, use the pole saw, adjust it to cut just those limbs out. You become a tree surgeon then. That's how precise this is.
Think about how much money you pay when you hire a tree service to come in and trim trees on your property, or you have landscapers come in who are working with underbrush in some of those areas where you maybe have a wooded section to your backyard. This is going to be a perfect solution that will help save you so much money in the long run. $92 now saves hundreds, if not thousands of dollars later. And that really is so important because come the spring or summer, wouldn't you rather have that money to take a family on vacation?
Oh, yes.
That'd be much nicer, wouldn't it? All right, this is M46810. We'll invite everyone to stay on the line, reminding you that since midnight last night, we've taken orders for over 51,000 of the SunJoes and 15,000 during this show. Don't miss out on your opportunity. Sean, let's show everybody again how this works.
All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to extend this one out, make it a little more complicated, but it's really not. Because now we can be up to 9 feet away from where we need to cut. So we're that far away, but again, we let gravity do the work. 1, 2, 3. And you noticed I wasn't struggling, I wasn't straining, I was letting the weight of it go ahead and rest on there and do the cutting for me. If we want to go ahead and bring it back in to make it a little shorter, we do that. If I want to stop here, I can stop anywhere in between. I don't have to have it all the way out or all the way in. So you get to customize the length that you want. Then you go ahead, you just rest it up there. Again, let gravity do the work. And notice, nice and clean, simple, easy. I could do this all day because it's really not work. It is a little addicting. It is fun once you start using it.
It certainly is. And you'll also appreciate the fact that this is such a feature-rich chainsaw. We've got a little videotape that will roll that will show you a lot of the features of our today's special value, and you can get a better overview. Sean, narrate for us, if you will.
Well, here you're seeing the telescoping pole. We go from 6.5 feet to 9 feet 3 inches. You can stop anywhere in between to customize that length if you want. It also works in underbrush because sometimes you need to cut in things where you can't get to it. You can also tilt the head to go in and cut out just the branches that you want, that multi-position head.
You can be pretty surgical with it, can't you?
Yeah, up to 30 degrees, so you can cut just that limb and nothing else. The 8-inch Oregon bar and chain, easy for me to say, cuts a diameter branch of 7.5 inches. If it's larger than that, David, you make 2 cuts. Big deal. All right. That 6.5 amp motor will cut through all the things that you need to do. It has all the power you need and all the safety that you need when you're using a chainsaw.
We continue to be wildly busy on the phones with this popular today's special value. So let me encourage all of you to be sure and use automated ordering at 1-800-345-1212. You may also go to QVC.com and place that order, and also use your QVC mobile app. Now, Sean, let's come over to some of these. You mentioned larger diameter pieces.
Okay.
This is a great demonstration of the small up to a full, is this 7 inches?
Yeah, that is a 7-inch log that we have there. As you said, normally you lean over, you'd go like this. I'm in a bad position, you reach your hand into the blade. You're not going to use this. Maybe you prune 1 limb, but this is so much easier. All you do, again, rest it on here. Let gravity do the work for you.
Exactly.
So you cut one that's about 2 inches. We'll step up to this guy, which is about 3.5 inches. We'll go up to this guy, which is a little over 4. And notice, all I'm doing is holding it in place. We're letting that chainsaw do the work. And then this big guy up here, 7 inches. But you know what? This is no issue, no problem. All I do is let the machine do the work. And look, no stress, no strain. I'm not even breaking a sweat.
And that's the best part. I'll tell you, when we first had this on as a today's special value, it was in September of last year when it sold out by 1 in the afternoon. We wanted to bring it back again because so many of you didn't have a chance to order it on that day because it sold out so very quickly. And today, it has been extraordinary. Already for the day, over 52,000 ordered for the day. And in this hour alone, I think we're looking at 14,000 ordered in this hour. So, 15,000, I beg your pardon. All right, so I have 3 colors that can ship out on the 27th of March. That's going to be platinum, blue, and purple. This purple, I started the advanced order with 6,700. I have fewer than 700 left in that purple. Now, the only color I can ship out immediately is the green. So if color is unimportant to you, go ahead and get the green. They all work exactly the same. What you'll want to do is go ahead and get that green home if you've got some work you need to get on immediately. If you've got a few weeks where you can hold off, then go ahead and order either the purple, the blue, or the platinum shipping out on the 27th of March. But when any of those advanced order colors sell out, they will come off the set. We won't have any more advanced orders after what we have and is in place now. So please go ahead and make this choice. Don't miss out on this opportunity because there are so many of you that have lots of cleanup projects around the home and the yard that need to take place, but you don't have the hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars to hire someone to come and do it. Why not get something that will help you get the job done and allow you to feel very safe in the process?
And that's it. I mean, it's as easy as placing it against the limb, letting the saw do the work for you. No stress, no strain on your part. And you can cut a log up to 7.5 inches. That fast by all you simply do is push the buttons. I really love that you're far enough away from where that blade is. I know how to use a chainsaw. They're very intimidating. This is not intimidating at all. My wife uses this, all right? If my wife uses it and she puts it to the test, I know it's a great item.
There you go. Let's also remind everyone about the value story here. If you were to go out to retail, and more specifically SunJoe.com, you would pay nearly $190 for this identical pack-up. We've got it for you today at only $92.95, and then we've got it on Easy Pay. 5 easy payments of only $18.59. Remember, we want you to order this with confidence, get it home, love it, or return it within 30 days. But you know what? I think once you have it home and you have a chance to start using it, you'll understand why this has been so incredibly popular and why 4 out of 5 people who've reviewed this on QVC.com have said they'd recommend it to a friend. That is high, high praise. And let those customer reviews be your guide, and let this day be an exciting opportunity for you to kind of take control of the do-it-yourself projects in your home and more specifically, easy for me to say,
It is.
out in the lawn area and in the backyard and side yards of your home. Now, here's a look at some of those customer quotes. Now, customer comments about their SunJoe electric pole chainsaw. Now we have sunlight, this user writes, usable planting beds, and no more dangerous branches next to electrical wires either. You sometimes don't realize how much trimming you need to do, and this worked wonderfully. Now, another customer writes, we were amazed at how fast and easy it was to cut the neighbors' limbs out, as well as our own trees, broken branches that we discovered. And then another writes, he told me that it was the best thing I'd ever bought him.
Wow,
How
high
about
praise
that?
there.
All right, 33 seconds left in the presentation. Show us one more time how easy this is to use.
All right, we're just going to rest it on our limb here. We're going to push the button. 1, 2, 3. And the great thing is, I'm not doing any work. It's doing all the work for me. We go ahead and we cut through. You can see how nice and crisp and clean they are. If we want to go over here and cut the rest of these off, we can go ahead and do that. I mean, we got 6 seconds. Let's see if we can do it. 1,
Boom.
2, 3.
And we're done.
We're done.
All right, busy, busy hour, and I can tell you for the day now, we have taken orders for nearly 52,000 in this show alone. We've taken orders for, doing the math, carrying the one. No, I believe it's over. Checking. There are lots of different lines to add up because of advanced orders. Yes, hang on. Over 15,000, yeah, exactly, for the hour. Sean, thank you, buddy.
Thank you,
Always
David.
a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, let me also tell you, if you are looking for